Shalom. First thing we want to do is give all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham, Rakakadash, double honor to the apostle, elders, a great millstone, salutation, brothers, pushing this word with you, said it with Jared. And that's a part of that scripture, and this is why I'm bringing this out. You know? Alright, so, what you just did, you know? So, alright, now, in the faith, as we come in this faith, and we, you know, we might come in, what you would say, young. We all young when you come in the faith. You know, like the scriptures say, a man must become basically born again. All right, must need to be born again. So when we come into the faith, we pretty much have to reset everything that we learned in the world. You know, because when you come into the knowledge, you finally figure out that everything that we was taught was bullshit. It was nonsense. Alright? So, when we come into the faith, we might do things because of adolescence, you know, being a child in the faith, or having a lack of understanding, which is all comes to being of young understanding in the faith. All right, but the more you grow, you're always supposed to be growing in this thing. You know, the more you grow, the more mature you're supposed to become, and not only just, you know, mightier in Yahweh Shema Shai, but also in your daily business as you walk throughout life. All right, you become more mature in how you handle certain situations. You know,
First Corinthians 13:11. When I was a child, I spake as a child, I understood as a child, I thought as a child.
Right, so when we first come into this thing, we understand as a child, we think as a child, alright, because we don't know much. Alright. So when you come to this thing, you know, like babies. Alright, babies can't talk. You know, when they're first born, the only thing babies are doing is soaking up information. They're learning. All right, they're learning. Like, I got a 2-month-old, and his first month, you know, month or so, he was just watching. You know, now, you know, he's learning how to interview, and he'll try. He's trying to, you know, communicate, as you would say. You know, he's trying to learn it, and you can actually see it. So, but when we in this faith, that's the same thing. You got to learn how to crawl, but there's steps to it. All right, you learn how to hold your head up. All right, you learn how to, you know, roll over. All right, or turn over on your stomach. Just like, you know, you learning how to become what you call self-sufficient. All right, you know. Because at the end of the day, we got to bring forth fruit. All right? We got to bring forth fruit. We got the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai gave us this talent. All right? Which is whatever measure the Lord has given you through the Spirit. And we have to use that, all right, to bring forth fruit. All right? And like the scriptures go into how the Lord, he say, I knew you was an austere man. Right? I knew you wanted your usury. So the Lord wants the increase from the talent that He's given us. And you're not going to be able to get that if you don't grow. All right, keep going.
All right. Get it. Okay. But when I became a man, I put away childish things.
Right, but when you become a man, you put away childish things. So when you grow in this truth, you start to understand that a lot of things is really extremely insignificant. All right, things you can do without. All right, like the scriptures say, know what is evil for thy soul and give not that unto it. So once you come into the truth and you understand, you know, like some brothers, you know, you reach a level in your festivities. All right, and you can't handle it. All right, so you should understand. All right, when I get to X amount of drinks, or, you know, I need to stop. All right, you know, or maintain that, sip and maintain that. You know, but that comes with experience. That comes with understanding. And when the Lord is not just looking at, all right, hey, get that, not in my presence also. You know, the Lord is not just looking at what we're doing, all right, while we in the presence of brothers, you're around brothers. All right, the Lord is watching us all the time, like the scripture say. The eyes of the Lord is 10,000 times brighter than the sun. You know, so on our everyday lives, you know, we got angels, or you even got, you know, what people will call demons, all right, that'll come try you, and they go trick on your ass. You know, they go tell, oh, you ain't did X amount of, or I made them do X, Y, Z, or whatever. You know, and they'll go give a report to what you're doing. The Lord sees everything, and if you're not what you would call growing or maturing in this thing, you know, you really need to pray to the Lord, like the scripture say in James, who give to every man liberally. You know, the scripture say you have not because you ask not. You know, so if you're dealing with something, you know, spiritually, or you feel like you've been down in the spirit, it's maybe, you know, you're not asking the Lord the right things, you know.
Philippians 2:12. Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence.
Right, so not in the presence, just what you would call being a man pleaser, not just being, you know, when you got brothers around, you know, when brothers are just hanging around and brothers around, then you have the appearance of a brother, all right, you know, but really deep down inside, you still that same nigga. You go home, you popping your woman on the Sabbath, you know, you eating that swine, my brother. You know what I'm saying? You you know, you sit there and you acting like a nigga, you know, for you young brothers, you know, who still in your mother's house, in your parents' house, you disobedient to your parents, all right? You know, it's levels to it, man. You know, and but as we grow, you know, get desire the sincere milk. You know, when we come into the faith, you know, like when we first came, I remember when it was the Elder Uriah, it was me, when Nazariah and Taziadia was around, Saint Benji, the Elder Saint Benji, the Elder Yakia, you know, Kapatazar, it was, you know, it was really like Jake didn't have jobs, you know. Jake was like, well, I had a job, you know, but when I didn't, you know, because it was the times where I didn't want a job, I didn't want to work. This is all I wanted to do, you know. We really was like, fuck everything else. This is all that matters. So it was really like a revolving door of breaking bread. You know, it was really a revolving door of breaking bread. You know, it was if we wasn't breaking bread at one house, we was breaking bread at another house. All right, you know, and we was just going over scripture. You know, but it was the spirit that the Lord put on us because we wanted this, man. You know, we wanted this. We wanted to understand. We wanted to know. We wanted to do better. And we still want to do better. And we know we're gonna make mistakes, and we know that, you know, even though we got this knowledge, you know, the kingdom is not guaranteed to us. You know? But we're still trying and pleading with Yahweh Shema Shai to have mercy on us. You know? But if you're not putting forth no effort, you know, like this your salvation you're dealing with. All right? And if you're not putting forth any kind of effort, I mean, what the fuck? You know?
All right. 1 Peter 2:2. As newborn babes, desire the sincere milk of the word, that ye may grow thereby.
Desiring the sincere milk of the word that you may grow, which is what you would call the basics of the scriptures. You know, so when you first come into this thing, you're supposed to be trying to understand the basics of the scriptures, man. We Israelites, you know, like brothers like to say Hebrew 101. Alright, you know, we the Israelites. The Israelites was predominantly a dark-skinned people. Alright, history, the Babylon, the Timbuktu, how we got into Africa, how we, you know, going through the different history and you know, going through the north, how we got into the western coast of Africa, and you know, going to little things in the scriptures to what you would say substantiate, and you build and you grow and you get this knowledge, man. You know, and then not only get the knowledge, but apply it. All right, and that's how you grow. All right, so with that, you know, we're about to pull up at camp. So with that, hope it was edifying. We want to give all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham, Rakakadash. Double honor to the apostle and elders, great millstone. And salutation, brothers, pushing this word with truth, sincerity, with charity. Shalom, and the Bible ball.